Hey guys, so we had a pretty red day today. So basically, what happened overnight, if you missed it, was one of the Fed speakers basically confirmed that we were going to get a 25 basis point hike, most likely before end of year. That kind of started the sell off into close last night of the market around the 8 o'clock close. And then after that, we also got an article out from JPM basically saying that the market could see a 7% Fed fund rate by in the future, and that they were not ready for that. That is an incredibly high federal funds rate, by the way. That would be the equivalent of doing 7 more 25 basis point hikes. So that would be like almost a year, another year of hikes from the Fed. So that's pretty crazy. So what happened today is that we actually got a new supply and took out 28.01 supply. So our new supply is right here at 432.23. The big story is I was expecting another continuation day back up to this area here to retest the 8 and 100 EMA, which the 8 is now under the 100 EMA. However, we actually came right down and now we're sitting at the 200 EMA. This is pretty much the bull's last stand. If we break through the 200 EMA and close under and hold under it, then likely we are looking at a much more major sell-off, probably back to the 300 range, into end of year, of course. One thing I find interesting is that our medium term bear channel here that we've been in since July, we actually broke through that support here. So we are just kind of in our shorter term extreme bear channel here. Also, notably, you can see we have our recovery bull channel that we've been trading in. This has been since September of last year. So if we break through tomorrow, 424.7, we break through that year-long bull channel support, and that is going to trigger, in my opinion, a much larger sell-off in the markets. Taking a look at futures here, we broke through this support line, and same thing here. So we actually took out one of the supplies that was up here, and now we have a new supply at our double top right here at 43.82. So same thing, if we want to break through our bull channel support, it's all the way down here at 42.04. So today we actually are basically confirming the 100 EMA is resistance. And with this big old engulfing candle here, our target and support is now the 200 EMA. Again, under 42.87, and we are very likely to see a much bigger sell-off. And again, I would be looking at a move back to the 4,000 range. Going over to the Qs here, so we did get a new daily supply also on the Qs right there. So one thing that is different about the Qs compared to SPY and futures is that on the Qs, we have been holding the 100 EMA as support pretty well. And really the Qs have not been as bearish as I would say SPY and futures is. But today, we actually turned the 100 EMA into resistance. So that, again, opens up an opportunity to move down to these levels, and especially the 200 EMA down here at 341. Again, I am still bearish into the collar roll. At close here, it's notable we are about 1.3% away on SPY-X from the JPM collar puts. Going over to the VIX here, VIX had a massive day, so I'm going to zoom out here so you guys can kind of see this a little better here. There's a potential cup and handle that is forming right here, a very, very large one. One thing I think is important, and I noted this earlier, was that we did get a new demand on the VIX here, right here today at 16.88. But more important than that is I mentioned that this 17.2 to 17.91 supply was key resistance. Closing over that really started the next leg down, as I was talking about, that once we broke through that, we were going to see the next leg down. That next critical resistance is 19.56. Over 19.56, and we're looking at a breakthrough, the 200 EMA and closure under it more likely than not. Now, if we get up in this mid 20 to high 20 range, we're looking at most likely that SPY by end of year will re-enter a bear market, in my opinion. things are looking extremely bearish in the markets right now. I would not be surprised still to see a relief bounce tomorrow. So one thing that I find very interesting on SPY and futures, our daily DMI for 6 days in a row now has been 100% oversold. That is the longest oversold period. The flat line 0% oversold that we have seen in 2 years. So this is a very aggressive sell-off. And not only that, but we are now entering extreme bear momentum. I'm very curious to see what the markets will do tomorrow. I'm still looking for weakness into the JPM collar on Friday.